It is Thursday, January 4th, 2024, and I'm feeling a lot better today. Think it I don't remember exactly. I could go back and look, but I'm not going to. It's like uh I didn't feel this good until probably like a week after the first day on my other cold that I had. Uh so that's good. Definitely was good that I stayed home yesterday. Um but yeah, I mean I'm congested. I was sneezing a lot at work. Uh I have to sniff a few times here and there, and I sometimes have enough phlegm in my throat that I need to cough. But yeah, I mean, really, it's not that bad. So that's definitely a plus. Uh, I've been thinking about moving my desk to the other side of the room here, because as you can, I don't know how obvious it is, but that wall back there has part of the like most of the it's this is not like a huge room if that's what it ends up looking like. What is actually happening is that imagine I'm just like in a warehouse. That's where I live. uh, that part of the ceiling slopes. So I could make a better background for videos and stuff if I were, and I would just have more room to move around in if I moved my desk to the other wall, which is something that I didn't realize until I basically gave a virtual house tour to my friend who was like, "Why isn't your desk on the other wall?" And I said, "That's a very good question." Actually, I don't remember what I said, but that's probably what I said. Uh, so, yeah, still debating about that. But I don't see a super good reason not to. I was gonna do that when I got home from vacation, but I needed to unpack and do a bunch of stuff, and then I was sick, and so now today might be that day. I don't know. Um, I really don't have to disconnect that much stuff. It's more of the actual process of moving it. And the other thing that does change is I don't have windows directly to my right anymore. But since I have curtains on them like pretty much all the time, I don't think that's that big of a deal. And in fact, uh, that might be better overall. Because I was thinking about lighting for videos, but the light that comes through that is too much anyway. Uh, most of the time. I don't know. And then when there's not direct light coming through it, there's not a whole lot of light that comes through there either because there's some trees nearby. I guess I don't know. It might not be that bad though because I think pretty much as far as lighting, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Uh, I think where I would sit would still be in front of where the windows are. So I would not be getting direct light from the windows, but I don't really want to. So I guess that doesn't really matter. Uh, so I don't know. I might do that tonight. Um, because it makes sense to have the sloped part of the wall on the side of the room where I'm sitting down, as opposed to not being able to walk on one side of the room very close to the wall and then having the high ceiling above where I'm sitting down. That doesn't make that much sense. So maybe I'll be doing that, and then I can finally hang up stuff on the walls behind me. Because I could hang up stuff on the wall, on the tiny wall back there, but and that doesn't work so well. And besides, on the setting where I record my videos, I I have it closer up on my face so that you don't see that much of the room behind me, and I couldn't really fit that stuff there exactly. I mean, maybe, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Well, yeah. And it's also kind of weird that you can't really see it that well from what I can see on the recording, but the ceiling is a different color than the walls, which when your ceiling makes up about half of one of your walls, kind of makes it look a little weird. Uh, so yeah. I might just flip it around and put it on the other side just to see how I like it. I'm gonna try it. So as you can see, it's a wood floor, so I'm gonna not scrape it. Hopefully. Anyway, well, I guess we'll get that figured out. Maybe I won't do that tonight. Maybe that's a weekend thing. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it's more important that I took hot apple cider to work today and made hot cappuccino from a really old cappuccino mix that hasn't killed me yet. So maybe that's more important than that. I don't know. Before I sat down to record this, I was like, oh, what did I do today? Well, I worked. I felt better. And I took hot apple cider to work today. I didn't take hot apple cider. I took a hot apple cider packet, which then I used hot water from the coffee maker to make into hot apple cider. It's sugar-free apple cider mix, which is great. It tastes really good, but there's not much in the packet. I am like certain that most of what is in an apple cider packet has to be sugar because those things, it's just like a teaspoon of powder or something for like an entire glass, an entire like mug type of thing. I think I usually have them a little too diluted anyway, but I don't. It doesn't matter. It goes further that way. It doesn't really impact my uh, enjoyment. But yeah, there's like nothing in those sugar-free apple cider packets. They taste really good. I'm a fan, but like I picked up the box and was almost wondering if it was already empty. It's like, but no, it's sealed. How could it be empty? It's like, oh, those packets have. Actually, okay. This is what it is. Okay, I have them right next to me. I was actually looking for them for a while, and I forgot that I put them in the thing next to me that has the yeah, you can see it has my lamp on it. So you can see where my lamp is based on my hand and the shadows on my face. Anyway, so this is how much there is. Actually, okay, let me get it in the corner. All of the powder is in this corner. All of the powder is below this line. That is how much powder is in there. And there's like, okay, there's like edges and borders to this stuff too, like to this packet. So really, this is how much powder there is in this whole apple cider mix. And it's great, and I love it. But how filled are these normally? Like, okay, I don't need to keep on demonstrating this, but like, you can't even see. I'm moving my hand the wrong way. Like, this is how much powder there is. This here is how much powder. You can't, there. I was holding up. It's so weird to do these movements in reverse. This is how much powder there is. That's it. That's all there is. So, there's not a lot. Why was this important to me? It tastes really good. uh, but yeah, contributes a trivial amount of sugar. The third ingredient is apple juice solids. So it's sugar free, but there is a trivial amount of sugar in there, which I guess is, well, whatever. It it tastes really good. I'm not trying to make it sound like this is bad. You know, I had really good apple cider today. That's why I brought it up. But there's not much. Imagine if this whole entire box was filled, because there's like, okay, there's this many packets in there. Okay, so I used one. This says there's 10 pouches in there. Imagine how many, like, entire gallons you could get if this was full of that mix. There's like 10 cups of, or maybe, you know, if you wanted to be generous with how you dilute it, like maybe 15 cups, or, you know, I would have 10 servings of this uh, in one of these things. Um, how many how many gallons could you get if this whole box had like one huge pouch of that stuff? That would be incredible. It's really good. It is. Imagine how much more efficient they could be with the packing. Imagine how much more enjoyment I could get if I had gallons and gallons and gallons of the stuff. Imagine how much shelf space you could store, or you could save. Imagine how much you could sell if you just, like, took it from 10 servings to, like, what? You could probably fit all that, like, in a small layer on the bottom. So, uh, you could probably fit, like, 250 servings in this box. Yeah, probably closer to 500 or 750 servings. That's just like completely estimating everything. But you could probably fit like at least 500 servings in here, and they fit 10. Imagine how much packaging. I just I just like apple cider, and I just want to have more. That's what this is. I don't know what this is now. It's good. I like it. I do. I'm not. I do. I. Why do I? Why do I not believe? Why? They say in like body language and behavioral analysis and stuff that the two people who really try to make you believe things a lot are uh, people who are lying and people who think that you won't believe them, which oftentimes are the same people. But yes, um, I don't know why I think that you won't believe me, because I guess I was just talking about like weird how little there is in there. I don't know. I just want more apple cider. That's the deal. Because it was good. Anyway, I don't know what this is. Imagine if you had like a 5 gallon bucket of that stuff. That'd be like what? You could easily fit like probably like 1,000 servings. No, way more than 1,000. Like maybe like 100,000 servings in a 5 gallon bucket. Well, not okay. Maybe 5 gallon bucket. Maybe 5,000 servings. I could figure this out. Hang on a second. It says how many. Okay, so there's 0.14 ounces in each pouch. So let me figure this out. Let me get my calculator up here. My conversion calculator uh wait, no, from ounces, fluid ounces, I guess. No, this probably is that weight. Oh yeah, that's weight. Um, okay. I guess knowing the weight doesn't help me out at all. Uh, because what we're really looking for is the what you could hold and not how big it is. Weight and mass. Man, if only I knew what the density of it was. What's the first ingredient? Maltodextrin, malic acid. I am figuring this out. I am invested now. Density. I spelled density wrong. I spelled density. T of maltodextrin. Maltodextrin has a density of about 1.6 grams per centimeter cubed. We are going to have to do a lot of conversions. Okay, then the next thing is density of malic acid. Since that's, I guess that's pretty much the same thing. Well, I can't look up the density of apple juice solids. So we're going to say that since malic acid and maltodextrin are the first two ingredients and they have the same density, that we'll just say that the whole thing has that amount of density. Because that's the best I can do. And if we added anything else beyond apple juice solids, it's probably going to be less. The most that there is of this is the things that most greatly affect the density are going to be the things that are first listed, I guess. Okay, so malic acid. Okay. 1.6 grams per centimeter cubed. Okay, so grams per centimeter cubed. Volume, cubic centimeters to gallons. 1. Okay, we need this in reverse. 1 gallon is equal to 3,785 cubic centimeters. So that means if there's 1.6 grams of, I'm going to move, now that I'm looking over here, I'm not even looking at, well, I'm going to move the microphone over here so that you guys can hear me better. Okay, so how does this look, by the way? Okay, yep, I'm just looking off to the side of the screen. That's all right. Okay, so calculator again. Second one, please. Okay, so if there's 1.6 grams per centimeter cubed, and we want grams per gallon, we multiply by about 4,000. But I'll actually type in the real number. And we have two significant figures here, but I'm just going to keep them all because I don't really care that much. So like about 6,000 grams. What were we looking for again? Oh yeah, okay. 1 gallon is almost equal to 16 coffee cups. Yeah. I think that is indeed how that works. Okay, good to know. Okay, so like 6,000 grams is 1 gallon of this. And we have that there's 40 grams in all of these pouches. Right? Let's just check that to make sure. Uh, fluid ounces, or no, this is weight. The other ounces. I love English units. When you get an engineering degree in America, you just kind of hate everything. That's really what ends up happening by the end of your degree. Okay, so uh, okay. Yeah, actually, I bet you this is originally measured in grams. Well, maybe it doesn't really matter, but okay. So, uh, so there's 6,000 grams in. Okay. Keeping too many significant figures. Uh, So first of all, there's 4 grams in each of those packets. So so hey. So maybe I was a little optimistic about how much you could fit in a 5 gallon bucket. No, that was just 1 gallon. Yeah. So in 1 gallon, you have 1,500 uh, servings. So if you're willing to believe that this is about half a gallon, which it's probably not, it's probably less than that as far as the box size. I could measure it. Do I want to go measure it? Dang. I kind of actually do. Okay. This is just the dumbest thing. No, this is not the dumbest thing I've ever done. I've done a lot dumber things than this. Okay. I have a ruler right over here. Okay, so first of all, to answer the first question, if I haven't missed something, that means that in a 5 gallon bucket, you could have 7,500 servings of sugar-free spiced apple cider. Okay, so I was guessing, I guessed 10,000, then I guessed 5,000. So, I guess I was just really good at guessing that. And now for how much could fit in one of these boxes. Which measurements make more sense for this? So it's like 12 centimeters, roughly, by... Oh, this is too long for this ruler. This is a 15 centimeter ruler. Okay, so 10's right there. So I'll measure from here. So this is what? 18 and a half centimeters, roughly. Where did I measure from? Okay, well, I'll measure more precisely. 10 centimeters is there on my fingernail. On my fingernail, yeah, 18 and a half. Okay, so, 10... Wait, what did I say it was? 18 and a half times... What was this measurement? 5 by 12. By 5, but that's plus. 18.5 times... No. 18.5 times 12 times... What was that again? It was 5, right? Yes, it was 5. Okay. There is 1,110 cubic centimeters of space in there. So, based on the grams per centimeter cubed, we know that it could fit times 1.6. It could fit 1776 grams of this. And we know each serving is 4 grams, so divide that by 4. You could fit 444. I didn't realize that 776 was 4 times 40, 444. That's interesting. You could fit 444 servings of spiced apple cider sugar-free instant drink mix in here. You could fit 444 servings if you filled it all the way to the top. And they put 10. Didn't I guess like 500? Wow. I feel like... I don't remember what I guessed. I feel like I guessed 500. What did I guess? Now the real question is, how many of these can you fit in a 5-gallon bucket? And I'm not going to answer that. That's one step too far. Even though I do kind of want to do that. But no, I don't really actually care about that. Okay. I don't know what happened today. This is my brain. I'm also sitting a little bit higher because I'm sitting on my foot right now. Why am I doing that? I don't know. I just noticed that I'm further away from my microphone than I usually am. Okay. Welcome. I don't know what just happened. I don't even remember what we just found out. Because I got rid of one of the numbers. Actually, I can look at it. Okay, what just happened was we found that they could fit 44.4 times more servings in that box than what they thought, or than what they do. And that you can fit 7,500 servings of spiced apple cider sugar-free drink mix into a 5-gallon bucket. Well, I think that about covers what happened today in my life. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time to see how many Earths can fit inside the sun. This actually did happen once again. Somebody told me that they had a million... Well, they told my brother that they had a million beans in their burrito and they were not happy. And then I figured out exactly what size a sphere would have to be to contain 1 million beans, and also how much surface area of tortilla you would need to cover it all. This happens occasionally. But sometimes you have questions, and sometimes you have the ability to answer those questions, and sometimes people stop themselves from answering their own questions that they can answer. But you don't have to. If you have a question and you can answer it, there's not a lot in life that gets much better, to be honest. I had a blast. So, thank you for being here for these monumental discoveries. And we'll do something different some other time. Why? I feel like this has been recording long enough that this is actually turning into a video. Like, not a video journal, but like an actual video. And that makes me feel like I have to sign off instead of saying that's it. But really, that's it.